Hello and welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I have played Stanley Parable before, so when I saw the Ultra Deluxe version on Steam, I was quite excited to get in and have a go. It's a good game, the Stanley Parable. I want to see how it's changed, so let's get right into it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
So, the whole point of this game is to kind of decide whether you want to obey the narrator or to do your own thing. And there are different paths that split off based on those decisions.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so for this run I think I might just obey. See what happens.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now I think I could have stayed in the office and not gone anywhere, and there are a couple of other paths, secret paths there that you can take. But we'll just, like I said, obey
Yet
for the first
there was
round.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Office? You gonna finish that sentence? Upstairs, okay. Up here. Is it here? This looks like it.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Am I gonna do it? Should I do it? I just want to have a look at the room for a second. It's got quite a high ceiling. Like, I understand it's his boss's
Stanley
office.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Well, he's suggesting that I should do it. Okay. Like, it doesn't seem logical for the kind of building this would be. That's what I'm saying.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Stanley's a clone. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to call it now. Stanley's a clone.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
It's an escape that way. But no, we're obeying. Mind control. Mind control clones? Were made specifically for the task, maybe. That's what was suggested at the start.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ah, no. What could it be? This was in the original. I kind of know what's happening.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Cool. Sounds like I'm doing some damage. Power off. So there's no one else here, so it can't have been working. Or it's a dream. Or nothing. I don't know. The whole setup is kind of ridiculous.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command, Freedom was mere moments away. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yeah, the problem is, in order to get to this point, I had to do exactly what the narrator said to do. So I haven't actually done any better. Like, they told me what to do, then the narrator told me what to do. No difference.
The feeling of liberation,
It's the same.
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Don't tell me how to feel. Just pressing buttons in a control room. Okay, now what happens if we don't leave? Probably just stick around here for a while, surely. Seriously, oh, there we go. You have to close the door.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. Had years gone by, he no longer had the ability to tell.
He didn't know how to tell time despite having a clock. Sure, I can figure it out. Put some lines on walls. Okay. That was that ending. Sure. Cool. Yeah.
He couldn't find a trace of his co-worker.
His co-worker? There's only one. Input received. Not sure what that actually does. I can't remember what everything does. I don't think I ever found all the answers. I'm gonna go back. I'm pretty sure in the first room here. Maybe this isn't the right place. No, there's a desk next to a... Oh, here we go. Next to a window. And if we fall through it... Aha!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Very clever.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Oh, we've got a choice. I think if we decide no, it just loops. So we'll try that and then...
Then in that case, we'll continue. And leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Forever! Back. Anyway, I don't actually remember if the other option actually does anything different either. We'll try this.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now.
It was definitely different to the other option anyway, so... they're calling me out. Trying to get me to not to do this other option. That was a foolish maneuver. I'm gonna keep sitting here. Looking at the windows because it's the only thing to look at in here. Otherwise it's a bit boring. What's that? Why did he think this was going to be unbearable? This is quite nice. Kind of sad there's no achievement related to this area though, that I found so far. Ah, the instrument's fading. Is there anything else? No. Okay. Could probably move on. Give it another way a go.
He entered the door on his left.
Now, what if we go right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I'm starting to think that Stanley is just well, I mean, he is an allegory for the player, but, you know, he presses buttons all day, like someone playing on a computer. And the games, the narrative of a game is usually so linear that you don't really have a choice as to what buttons you press. So you're pressing the buttons it's telling you to, or you're learning to press the buttons it's telling you to. Stanley is the player.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
So if Stanley is the player, that explains why when he got outside the map, it's talked as if
Stanley sat around
he
waiting
was
for more dialogue.
he was
But when
me,
a long
the
time
player.
had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Game was trying to send him a message. I wonder what that could be. Maybe it's that I should go back. Okay,
But at
keep
last,
going.
he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Okay. There's so many choices in this next bit though. Because I could go down. Okay. We'll go back and we'll do what we did last time. Except we'll do the detour
Yet
at the
there
end.
was not a single person here either.
Oh, the stairs
Coming
as
to a
well. We go
staircase,
down the stairs.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. We'll wait. We'll come back. We'll do all this bit again. And down we go. So we'll try to work backwards. We'll probably go to the stairs next. And see where they lead to. I don't remember a lot of this stuff. I remember some things, but... I don't remember all of the
through the large door
ends.
that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm pretty sure there's something else you can do through there as well, but we'll do the escape for now because I remember you can
Although
do
this
this.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, a ominous red chute. Another loading screen. Where am I? Ah! Oh no!
As the machine
The
whirred
death
into
trap.
motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his
I can
demise,
crouch.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No!